What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be going over the title system in Dekaron and some more details as to how to get the titles, which titles are useful, etc. So this video suggestion came from Secco9329. A summary of titles would be interesting as well, which titles are easy to get and which titles are worth collecting. So that's what we're going to be going over today. Reminder, if you want to see your suggestion as a video, make sure you're subscribed, leave the comments down below, or leave the comment down below in the comments, and if it gets the most upvotes, that'll be the next video that I work on. And if you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. All these things are very easy to do and help me out immensely. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, where do I want to start with this? The title system is actually one of my favorite systems in the entire game. I love how it works. I love the concept of there are these challenges that you have to complete, and by completing the challenges, you get passive stats. So that's how titles work. Titles give you passive stats for completing challenges. There aren't really that many of them, but they are kind of fun and I think very good. Again, I would love to see more of these in the future. They really don't seem to add them anymore, but they are pretty cool. So your total passive stats can be viewed up at the top here based on the amount of titles that you've completed. So for example, I've got like 25 heal, 1k max HP, MP consumption rate, 5% movement speed, fishing success rate, defense, PvE damage res, DK attack, all res, all attack, cancel abnormal res. Now, I'm going to go over all the titles, but specifically I'm going to start with the ones that I've completed, because I can tell you right now, if I've completed them, they can't be that hard to get, because I am a little bit lazy, so I'll be honest here. Now, before I start ranting about the titles I have and how to get them, I want to point you guys to a really, really good resource. In fact, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here, because by showing you this, you probably won't need to watch the rest of this video. However, my goal here is to not get you to watch the entire video. It is to help you. So, if you want a written version of a lot of the stuff that I'm going to cover, what you want to do is you want to check out this website right here. Now, this website, you may be thinking, oh, this is the Dekaron website, right? Yes, and yes, just in a different way. This is the Dekaron Korea website. Now, the Dekaron Korea website has a smart guide that is way more completed than our own. So what you can do is you can just go to the Dekaron Korea website. I'll leave a link in the description, or you can just Google it. That's what I usually do. And then you just want to make sure that you have translate on, because otherwise it's going to come out in Korean. And you can go here and you can look at all the titles. So this is all the titles. You can look at all the titles here, and then over on the right, you can see the content that the titles come from. You can also see what stats the titles give. In addition to that, if you go to the bottom, it actually tells you exactly how to get the title. So these are all the details here on the titles. So again, you can look at the titles up here. You can see what they give. You can come down here and they tell you exactly how to get each of the titles. Now, keep in mind there may be more titles on here that aren't available on a normal server, but they are available in Korea, etc., etc. But we'll just cover some of the ones that I know are obtainable, and we'll kind of go from there. So let's go back over to Dekaron. Again, if you want to just look at that, honestly, that is probably all you need. But if you want to listen to me talk a little bit more about titles, I'm going to do that anyway. Okay, so Lucky Guy. This gives you 1% MP consumption resistance. How do you get this? You get this through Python Castle, and you do this by having a random monster spawn. There's a certain percentage for it to spawn, and then you get the Lucky Guy title. The only way to get this is just to run Python Castle. The Python Castle dungeon in Doomed Maze, the solo dungeon. You just do this over and over again. Eventually, you'll get this title. It is just pure luck. Save your title. You grab this title outside of that dungeon. I actually have a guide for this on my channel too, so make sure to check that out. But there is a guide on how to get the save your title. Basically, you just take the quest, and then you just have to kill 1,000 of the guards. It doesn't take. I don't think it takes more than like 10 runs or so. So it's really not that hard. YOLO title. This is completed by completing the final boss in the Elagos solo dungeon, located in Space of Pilgrimage. Pretty self-explanatory, 500. Oh, this one gives 25 HP. Spirit Summoner, you get this by killing, I think it's like the second boss or something like this, but this also comes from Elagos. Lucky Mascot, there is a badge tag puzzle that you have to complete in the solo dungeon that you need for farming your squama. What you have to do is you have to get the correct order without using the little, what's it called? The little badges that tell you which ones to click on. So you just do that, and it's really easy. I have a guide for this on my channel as well. If you just look at my squama guide, that's covered in there. A destructive instinct, you have to destroy items in Dravis' secret passageway. Again, my squama guide covers this. And you just run the dungeon. There's stalactites you can break. There's carts you can break, stuff like that. You just have to break X amount of them. You take the quest outside of the dungeon, and then you can get 125 all attack and 1% MP consumption res from that. Master of Cherubrum, you just have to do the final blow to the Cherubrum boss in the Expedition dungeon. This one's a little bit harder because there aren't always a lot of people running this one, and it requires, I think, like 12 players to run. But 1,000 DK attack is pretty nice, so it's actually pretty good. And now that we know, too, that we can use DK attack for DK servers as well. So dungeons like Sacred Claw, Mansion, anything, the 190 dungeon, this will increase your attack there. So that's actually worth it. I Fly Solo, you just have to complete the Infinite Battlefield, or the Infinite Battle dungeon in, what's that map? I'm drawing a blank. Deadlands, the Infinite Battle IB2 Battlefield, and you get that 125 all attack, nice and easy. Lobster Chef, you have to get 10 Death Scorpion shells, and then you craft it into a Death Scorpion or something, and you turn it into Nomada, and you get 10% fishing success rate. Very easy. I have a guide for that on my channel as well. I have a guide for pretty much all of these on my channel, so if you look up specific titles, you can find the guides on my channel, or you can find the dungeon that it's located to and go from there. Taste of Combo, just complete Norak Secret Arena, located in Norak. Really easy dungeon, 125 all attack, definitely worth your time. Karen's Fire Pot, I've just been too lazy to do this one, but basically you go into Karen's Fire Pot, which is located in Matira. From there, you just have to break the poison cocoons that are in the dungeon. I think you have to break 1,000 of them. Again, the title quest is outside the dungeon, and then you get 1% PvP damage res. Not that hard, just takes a little bit of time, and honestly, 1% PvP damage res is pretty nice. I haven't cared about PvP in a long time, so I just haven't even bothered with this. I Hate Yawgmoth. This is another fairly easy one. You just need to go to Dravis Field. There is a boss that spawns there named Yawgmoth, and you just have to have him kill you 5 times, 5% movement speed, very nice. He gets farmed pretty heavily, so what I do to get this title on any account that I want to do it on is I wait for maintenance, and then right after maintenance, you just run there and he's there. So that's how I've always done that. Again, guide for this on my channel, I Hate Yawgmoth. I'm going to keep saying that over and over again. There's a guide for it on my channel. I've done tons of title guides, and you just have to search for them. Fortune title, this gives nothing. It's currently available through this event. Doesn't give anything, so who cares? Battle Guild Frontier, you have to get your guild to a certain contribution, and then you're able to enter the frontier. I've never done this one before, but it's 125 all attack, and it's explained how to do it on Dekaron Korea. Maybe someone else can explain this better than me, because I haven't bothered to do it. Power of Heffron, you have to bring specific items to the Forgotten Underground Temple dungeon in the beginning, and then you exchange it for the title. I have a guide for it on my channel. Check it out, Power of Heffron. Oh My Goddess, I have a guide for this as well. I haven't done it because, once again, I'm lazy, but it's 1,000 max HP, and you just have to do the optional boss in the Snovis dungeon, or the... it used to be called the Snovis dungeon. I don't know what it's called now, but it's the one that's located in Crespo. It's the solo dungeon located in Crespo. You do it 50 times, and then you get 1,000 max HP. Again, I have a guide for it. Suffering Corridor, you just have to complete Death's Corridor. It says normal here, but there's only one version of Death's Corridor now, so I would just imagine you just complete Death's Corridor, and you would get this title. 2016 Christmas Reward, that's obviously not happening. Sacred Claw, Greedy One. I actually don't know how you get this one. I don't remember it. So let's look on here. Greedy One, right? So, good luck. Oh My Goddess, Merry Christmas, Greedy. Oh, you just have to defeat Inner Ugliest. So you just do the optional boss in Sacred Claw, and then that unlocks that title. That's a pretty easy one, and that's 1,000 max HP as well. Solo Champion, clear Coliseum Arena solo in the Ardeka's Coliseum lobby. That is super self-explanatory. You just do the solo dungeon and another 125 all attack. So very good. And then there's a ton of titles here that I don't have. most of them, they explain how to get them. Most of them are from events. Like there's Karen Transport Expedition titles, stuff like that. A lot of these are probably not that hard to get. Like you can see here, like 1500 DK attack from that would definitely be worth doing. I just haven't bothered doing these. But check out the Korean title guide. That'll help with that. Agents of the 12th God. A title given to Dekaron to faithfully completed tasks that the 12 gods assigned. I have no idea what this is. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Let's, Oh, my window capture is messed up now. Hold on. There it is. Is there... 12 lords. Obtained by defeating 121 monsters in Karen's Fragment hard. Oh, okay. So you just run Karen's Fragment hard, you defeat 121 monsters, and then you get that title. So... pretty self-explanatory. Again, the Korean website is honestly the best reference for this, but if you listen to my whole video, nice. Yeah, it was nice chatting and me talking about the titles, but that's kind of an overview of the titles, the title system. Again, I absolutely love the title system. I wish they would invest more into it and give us some more stats that we could unlock. I think it's really cool, but... I don't know. I haven't really seen them do that, so that's where we're at. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Questions, suggestions, leave them in the comments. Remember, if it gets the most upvotes, that'll be the next video I work on. If you're not subscribed, you haven't liked the video, do those things. Again, it helps me out a bunch. And until next time, guys, take care. Peace.